Welcome everyone to the year one off season with the Minnesota Wild GM mode. And first thing we gotta check is the playoff tree. We were swept in the first round by the Chicago Blackhawks. We only scored 2 goals in the entire series in 4 games, so we were like Pittsburgh from last year. But Stanley Cup champion for year one, San Jose Sharks, a team I actually predicted to go to the final this year in reality. So that's good. 6 games for them. Joe Thornton finally gets one, so is Marleau. Stanley Cup ring, and they beat the Montreal Canadiens in 6 games. So Montreal had to verse the Florida Panthers in 6 to get there, and the San Jose Sharks swept the defending Stanley Cup champions to go to the final there. So San Jose in 6 games, that's interesting. So we looked at the player stats for the season, I do believe, but I'm going to look at the player stats for the playoffs. Our team sucked. Oops. All skaters, we got to go to the NHL. Alright, so Joe Thornton, Patrick Marleau, Brent Burns, they led the way. And then Pavelski, Havlat, and then Verbata, who's on Montreal now. Plekanec, Eller, Pacioretty, Markov, alright. So it was a lot of Montreal and San Jose players, but that makes sense because they did go the farthest. But normally you see a few guys there, that didn't make it all the way. But not this year. And goaltenders, it's Carey Price and Antti Niemi. So 84 overall Niemi outdueled 91 overall Carey Price. So there you go. Now we'll check the awards, and then we're going to do the draft and all that good shit. And then the re-sign stage will be in the next part of the off-season episode. So San Jose wins the Year 1 Cup. The President's Trophy went to the LA Kings. The Clarence S. Campbell we know is San Jose, and the Prince of Wales was the Montreal Canadiens. We looked at the stats in the last video. Yeah, we did. Did we? No, last video was the playoffs. So we would have looked at it the last regular season year. But I'll show them again after this. So Claude Giroux, Art Ross Trophy. The Hart Memorial Trophy went to Claude Giroux. I guess that makes sense, considering he did have the most points. Norris Doughty. The Lady Byng went to Nugent Hopkins. The Calder Memorial went to Monahan. I predicted that to go to McKinnon in reality, which it probably will. So that's interesting. Sean Monahan, we'll have to see how many points he got. Conn Smythe, Niemi, that makes sense. I suppose. Not many goalies in there. Or wait, not many skaters. Like Patrick Kane's the only one from last year, but look at the rest. Like Quick, Thomas, Niemi, all the goalies get the Conn Smythes. Vezina Trophy went to Jimmy Howard. The William M. Jennings went to Gustafson and Howard. The Bill Masterson Memorial Trophy went to Robin Regeer. He seems to win a lot of the Masterson Trophy. He wins like 3 or something, normally when I simulate at least. Frank J. Selke, I don't know how to pronounce it. Pavel Datsyuk, that makes sense. The Ted Lindsay Award went to Jimmy Howard. He must have had a great year. Geez, won the Vezina, the Jennings, and the, Ted Lindsay. And Maurice Richard went to Claude Giroux. And the American Hockey League, the Texas Stars won the Calder Cup this year. So that's interesting, I guess. We'll have to check out our depth and shit in this video. See how we're doing. But I want to check a little bit of the stats. Player stats this season. We're just going to quickly look at the forwards and defense. I don't care about the goalies right now. I'm not sure if I showed you this stuff, but I assume I did. So that's why I normally show it, is after the simulation is complete for the whole year before the playoffs. So John Tavares had 1 point less than Giroux. There, we'll show you just the top guys. We don't need the full list. Defenseman now. Oh yeah, I did show you guys all this because Dennis Wideman was the leader of points. That was weird. But, yeah, so we can get into the draft and shit. We have our pick this year. We should be good. We should be, elite. We should be where? Where should we be? I don't know where we're going to be, but it looks like our cap went up $3 million, so it looks like we don't need to sign many people. Maybe 1 or 2. So I'll just quickly do this. So it was a 3-0 final for the top prospects white. Interesting. So it says draft Nikolai Ehlers. That might actually be a really good pick if we can get him on the Mooseheads. He's a dominant force with Drouin, so I was thinking we could probably get Drouin at one point. Maybe we'll be able to do that. You guys can weigh in on that. But I'm thinking Drouin could be a possibility. We'll have to look at the options. So Ryan Smith retired. Sean Thornton, Sheldon Surrey. This is where the guys that we know retired. Pronger. Who else do we got here? Not really. These guys are free agents. Pierre Sikora. He played a lot of games. Hal Gill. Zubris. Yeah, so, that's your skaters. Now, goaltenders. Did no goaltenders retired this year? Not even Brodeur? Interesting. Alright. So no goalies retired. That's cool. Draft day. Here we go. So, we're going to look at the scouting shit first. That's not the scouting shit, that's in GM options. So scouting report. I know that just flickered. Sometimes it'll do that. It still says I'm recording though, so I should be good. So top 5 is Ekblad, Ritchie, and Reinhardt. Then continuing in the top 10 is... what's his name? Eliers. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Nikolai Eliers. He might not be a bad pick. He's down there, though, but still. So is, Nylander. William Nylander. We should try to get him. He's going to be a late round pick. First, second round. If we have a chance to snag up Nylander, we'll grab him. Because he is a dominant force. Every GM mode I've ever seen, he becomes dominant, whether you scout him or not. So let's go after William Nylander. Begin the draft. Here we go, boys. We have the 19th overall pick, so we should be able to steal him here. Hopefully. Let's see who goes first overall. Aaron Ekblad to the Buffalo Sabres. And Sam Reinhart, what the fuck? How'd they get the second pick, too? Who had the second pick? We'll have to check that out. They just got Ekblad and Reinhart. Buffalo, oh my god, they're going to be a good team. Jeez. So we have a chance to pick up Nylander here. Let's just see who else is on the table. Who do we got? Who do we got a chance to get? Virtanen apparently turns out to be okay. Thomas is okay. Get Sam Bennett. Hayden Fleury, but he's defenseman. So I think we're going to take this opportunity to risk it here, boys. And go after William Nylander, wherever he was. Or did someone already draft him? I see the flickering again. Here he is. William Nylander. Sniper, right wing. So we're going to take the risk and draft Nylander. I hope that doesn't come back to haunt me. But if it does, we got depth on our team anyway. We got a lot of potential in this team, so it'll be okay. So there's your first round. Sam Bennett, the guy that was projected to go in the top 5 this year, went 29th or something like that. I didn't see at the end. Yeah, he did go 29th to the Montreal Canadiens. They still got a pretty good player. We got to check who Buffalo acquired that pick from, though, for second overall and first. That was insane. I don't know how they were able to do that, but we don't even have any picks now in the second round. If it was early second round, I would actually draft someone. But now it doesn't matter. Let's check out Buffalo, though. Jeez. What were they doing? The Buffalo Sabres. So, Buffalo had to get that. Well, let's just go to the Stat Central team standings for this year. Who was in last? Or second last? It's Buffalo and the New York Islanders. So, the Islanders didn't have a pick in the first round. So, of course, they traded away. Oh, it was the Thomas Vanek deal thing. Yeah. When Thomas Vanek was traded, it was either a conditional first rounder for this year's draft, 2014 in Philadelphia. That's where it's taking place, I think. Or next year's 2015 draft. So they must have taken the opportunity to have it now. And they got the 1-2 picks. So that's pretty epic for them, I suppose. But we'll try to look at the first round guys right now. Because we really have nothing to do but look to see who we can get here. So let's go to the start and see who people got for picks. So, did anyone get anyone interesting here? Shea Theodore or whatever. He's in our, what GM? Pittsburgh GM. He's like an insanely good player for Anaheim. But I don't think that's who they selected. I think it's rookie skaters we go to. They got one of these unsigned guys, definitely. So that's what we'll look at. See where players got them. Buffalo. Holy shit. 71 overall and 70. These guys are set for with these two. Jeez. Their defensive core is going to be pretty good. Calgary Flames, they got Michael Dow Cole. Pretty good pick. Looking at the big teams here, they got Hayden Fleury, Chicago Blackhawks. That's a pretty good pick. Blake Seibelau, or however you pronounce that. That's a good pick. Columbus got some steals, looks like. All right. No one interesting here. This guy, I guess they drafted. I don't know, unless it was a goaltender. Anyone draft a goaltender? That'd be interesting. I doubt it, though. Maybe not in the first couple seasons, but you never know. Minnesota. Oh, God, Nylander, what are you? Please don't be a bust. Please don't be a bust. Where'd you go? There's Brendan Lemieux. We had him, though. Where the fuck is... What's his name? Oh, we stole him in the 4th round this year. Sweet. We were able to get Brendan Lemieux. That might come in handy. But where the hell was... What's his name? What's his damn name? Nylander. Oh, yes. William Nylander. What a steal. 4.5-star yellow. 58 overall sniper. That's a steal right there, boys. Sweet. He did turn out well. Cool. That's great. Jeez, we got him pretty late, but that's fine. We're going to have a top right wing now. Cool. Sam Bennett, he ended up being 71, 4 stars, so he was a pretty good pick for Montreal. And we'll look quickly through. The Islanders didn't get anyone because they're dumb. Where's Pittsburgh? We're just going to look at Pittsburgh and then we'll be done. So they got Julius Honka. That's who they needed, an offensive defenseman. Alright, so that's basically oh shit, the phone's ringing. Damn it. So let's look at who we need to re-sign. We're going to sign Nylander, put him in the American Hockey League for a couple years. So that was a good pick. We got a top player there. He'll be ready in probably 2 years or so. 2 or 3, I would hope. So who do we got to re-sign? And then we'll end this episode, and then I'll do the next one as soon as possible. So Michael Granlund jumped up to an 81 so far. Shattenkirk an 87. Coyle, I guess the jump hasn't kicked in fully yet. So we'll look at the contracts. Who needs to be signed? Holy shit. Danny Heatley. We'll look at that cap space now. 17 million. We are not signing Danny Heatley. He's getting out of here, boys. We don't need him. We can get Molson. We can get Weiss, however you pronounce it. Weiss. Because he's a good 4th liner. Someone was an 80 overall there, I saw. Oh no, that might have been just been Molson. Alright. We can get Blum. We need him. Definitely need Blum. Definitely need Sutter. Or Brandon Sutter. Yeah, Brandon Sutter. I always have to say his name fully just to make sure I'm getting it right. Sutter, it's annoying. Zucker we need. Niederreiter we need. And of course we do need Nylander. So, and Lemieux. We'll get Lemieux. He was a steal. 4-star red. That's not even bad for the 4th round. It's pretty good. So, we'll sign all these guys. Let's look at the goaltenders, actually. So, goaltender-wise, we just need Harding as our backup. Corey Schneider actually dropped in overall. He went down to an 85. It's probably because he played a lot of games, I guess. I don't know. But that's who we need to re-sign, really. Harding and a bunch of RFAs. So, we'll do that in the next episode, and I'll see you guys then.